The NFL is in a blitz to expand America's love of football to the world.
Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
So the NFL didn't really have a talent or recruitment program out of Africa until you.
Yep.
Why'd you get it started?
Well, I think it was important to give all those people that we knew in Africa that had the unique ability and all that talent the chance to play this wonderful game.
Since 2018, retired Giants great and two-time Super Bowl champ Osi Umenyiora has hosted American football programs in Africa. 4 years later, the NFL now partners with the Pro Bowler through the NFL Africa program. The NFL saying in part its goal is creating more opportunities for athletes around the world to find their place in the game.
You've seen all those African names on the back of their jerseys. I want people to see that. I want people to dream.
A dream already realized by other professional sports. The National Basketball Association hosted clinics on the continent as far back as 1959, when Bill Russell visited on a state-sponsored trip.
The hospital is so important to me and mean a lot in my heart.
And the late Dikembe Mutombo, originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo, became the NBA's global ambassador as it ramped up formal Basketball Without Borders camps.
The NBA has had programs, recruitment out of the continent of Africa for decades, even done exhibition games. Why do this now?
Well, I think it's just a matter of somebody bringing it to the NFL's attention.
Now, multiple NFL programs are recruiting international talent to the league's game day rosters.
Here in Ghana and throughout West Africa, the NFL hosts talent identification camps looking for emerging prospects. Many have played other sports but are being introduced to American football for the first time.
Players compete for a chance to join the NFL Academy here in the United Kingdom or the NFL's International Player Pathway Program.
NFL Academy offers international teenagers an education as well as football training. Their end game, getting degrees and making their way to football teams in America. 19-year-old Emmanuel Okoye never played American football until the NFL's programming in Nigeria.
How did it feel when you learned you were heading to the United Kingdom?
To be honest, I didn't feel like it was real.
The interesting thing was Emmanuel, when they were doing the testing, and I hate how cliche this is going to sound, but he didn't even have shoes, so he had to do his testing barefoot. He blew everybody's numbers out of the water.
Okoye is now a student at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, on a football scholarship.
It's been great being with them, getting to tap into the knowledge they've exposed to me, being into this environment of football and the sport I haven't really at the time been exposed to.
Already in the NFL is Roy Mbedeka. Born and raised in Nigeria, he came through the league's Pathway program for international players and is now a lineman for the Cleveland Browns.
How did it feel when you got that call?
Listen, it took me a while. It's not a dream. It's really happened.
Was it an emotional moment for you?
It was. I didn't cry, though. I didn't cry.
Tears are not bad.
But my siblings, they cried for me.
You have Nigerian roots.
Yep.
I have Ghanaian, Ugandan roots. We're both familiar with the history of colonialism on the continent. How do you hold that while working on this program?
It's a very, very difficult thing. And we know what has happened to our people there. But ultimately, I go back to that point. What are we going to do with this teeming amount of talent? It's not the picture that we like to paint of Africa of just struggle and poverty. A lot of those guys are struggling, and I want to give them the same opportunity that I had.
Africa on three. 1, 2, 3. Africa!
Opportunity growing as more players reach the goal line each season.
Africa is a really big pool of talented kids like myself. So it's all about just providing them with the opportunities to, chase their dreams.
I, who haven't been here, didn't go to college here, didn't have any ties with America, can make it to the league. Yeah, you can too.
Zinhle Essamuah, NBC News.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.